Magyar Péter. Okay. Oh, shit. I mean, we technically can be live already. Doesn't matter. I wanted to still share the news that we are live. And we are live. We are so live. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. Check your mic. It shows for me that my mic is on, unless you mean something else entirely. Maybe you mean that it's silent? It's a little quiet. Okay, I think I know why it is. I had an issue, like my mic. Let me know if it's gonna be too loud. Okay, this is the total side, low volume. Can hear you just fine. What about now, guys? You are on? It's okay. Okay, much better. Super. Yeah. I was reconnecting my mic. Give me a second, guys. Let me just post a couple of messages, and we're gonna begin in just a second. So this one is gonna be like a slower stream. I'm gonna be following the news. We're gonna be seeing where we're gonna end up with these elections. I'm gonna hopefully find ourselves in a better place than before. And yeah, okay. So, all right. Welcome to the stream start. If you're gonna be watching this stream and recording, like, to be honest, I'm not sure if I am gonna be release this recording, but if I will, welcome. But please know that focus of mine is gonna be focused on this live stream. This is not for recording rewatch. So if you're watching this in recording, well, good for you, but don't expect there's going to be massive new information given. This is more about just discovering the current events. For anyone else that is already here or joining us right now, please take a second to join me in saying huge thanks to the moderating team. Without them, this would never be possible to have this channel running as smooth as it is. So thank you so much for the moderating team, and please join me in giving a hand. And other than that, we are starting. We have a big deficit in our community, kinda, from the people that are Hungarian and understand Hungarian politics a bit better. But I'm going to try to do my best to try to give perspective. So first and foremost, let's set a ground rules. Like, and if someone is going to comment on this, like, I'm expecting you people that are hearing here to understand these ground rules and then share it further with the newcomers. We are watching at this election focusing specifically on foreign policy perspective. We are focusing on what the elections in Hungary are going to bring for foreign policy, essentially Hungary in Europe and the Western pro-democracy alliance. And more importantly, obviously, what this is going to bring for Ukraine and protection of Ukraine and democracy as a whole. That's it. So for the interest in what's going to happen in Hungary long-term, internal politics, how it's going to help solve issues for regular Hungarians, this is not our focus here. Probably, if you want to get insights on that, you're likely on the wrong stream. With that said, let's begin. So the closing, the elections closed about 55 minutes ago. So the polling stations are now closed. We expect to get shit. We expect to get the first results in shortly. And generally speaking, we should be able to get pretty good picture of results already very, very soon. Let's try to talk a little bit about what do we need to get? Like, what would be the best points for us to get to? I think this is going to set a pretty good basis for everything. So let me transition to, man, I forgot to add the browser. Okay, give me a second. This is wrong. This is wrong. No, that's my, wait, what? Okay, give me a second. This is image, this is this. Okay, there we go. I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Pashonik, can't wait to see JD Vance campaigning for Putin. Yes, and thanks for $5. Appreciate it so much. I mean, like the support for the Trump administration for the parties that support Russia openly is really insane. Richard Bennett, thank you so much for 5 gifted membership. I appreciate it, my friend. So let's outline the main outlook for these elections that we're looking for. In total, there are a couple of things that we're looking for. The elections can end up in 4 different situations. There is like how would we separate it? Like let's say this like most favorable. Then it's okay. Then let's say not okay. And the last one is shit. I think shit is going to be covered by my head. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out, and there we go. And the problem solved. Or you cannot see it now. Okay, damn it. Can I wonder if I can. Oh, nice. I can just shift it a bit. We need this to win US and hold over an Orban for encouraging him to block votes for Ukraine aid. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, the Weasel. Appreciate the 10 pounds. Appreciate it, man. So let's talk about the most shit first. I think that's that's kind of like the I guess, yeah. So to be honest, there is like from not okay, there is like a subsection here. Actually, no, it's not subsection. It will just go to not shit. So shit will be 2 conditions for us. The shittiest results would be that Orban gets 2/3 of the parliament. That is the shittiest scenario. That basically preserves the status quo of what Hungary is right now, except now Orban is a lot more radicalized. He's gonna get empowered by everything that is happening in his country, and that's gonna be really problematic. That's gonna be really, 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 really bad. And this is a big issue because like Orban has already sabotaged a lot of things in Europe, but more importantly, this will reinforce that there is a lot of desire in Europe for these autocratic governments. I know that Orban has coined the term illiberal democracy, which I think is a very nasty term because it's kind of like it massages that democracies can be different way. But the truth of the matter is that whatever Orban is doing, you cannot really call it democracy. So I prefer the term elective autocracy. That's kind of like the better term that I see. So Orban has elective autocracy, and autocracy is the enemy of any kind of democracies that we're having. So having Orban preserve this, we're going to end in a world of trouble inside of Europe because we have bigger countries coming with the elections in the coming years, and that will be a big boost for them, unfortunately. So that would be a really bad scenario with like a lot of consequences. Thankfully, this is also not a very likely scenario. Unfortunately, there is a scenario that is also shit. The scenario that is also shit, but which doesn't involve Orban getting 2/3 majority, is Orban gets slight majority or like almost majority. So almost majority, but gets help from another party. So in Hungary, there is a 5% barrier to enter parliament. And there is one party that has on polls generally looked at that they could actually enter parliament. So in a case, for example, that Orban doesn't have the majority in parliament because that additional party entered the parliament, and Orban can form a government with that party, that will be really bad. Because that party that gets almost 5% is even further to the right than whatever Orban is presenting. They are like ultra fascists for our cause here. They are like, we not just need to work with Russians, we need to like get Russians like in here. We need to get Russians to take over Europe. That's like the level of absolute insanity that these guys are proposing. Now, there is obviously a lot more nuance. So if you're Hungarian, feel free to talk about nuance in the comments. But generally speaking, they're like absolutely shit garbage. And the problem is that if Orban will be put in a situation where he would need to go into coalition with these guys, they will start putting a lot of policies that, for example, Orban maybe could like massage out himself out with Russia or try to negotiate with Brussels. These guys will just kind of force a lot of these policies that will just get even more pro-Russian points into the narrative. So that's why there is a scenario that where Hungary, Orban might not even win the absolute majority, but it can still be the absolute shit. So then there is not okay scenario. A not okay scenario is Orban loses. Not okay scenario is Orban wins majority. Orban majority. This is just marginally less than shit because for our intents and purposes, this changes nothing. The only thing is that this changes a little bit for the future of the Hungarian politics, that potentially there's going to be now an opposition party in play. But for our purposes, Orban obviously will not have that freedom. He will have a lot more on his plate. Not okay is shit too, but there is a little bit more leeway. Like there is a little bit more massaging, right? Because there is going to be like an actual force in Hungary that can try to challenge Orban on certain things. And Orban will be preoccupied a little bit more on a lot of the Orban specific internal politics. So there's going to be like options. Yeah, there is no exit polls, unfortunately. So unfortunately, not okay for us is very, very close to shit. Okay, let's talk okay. Now, this scenario is okay, but very marginally, because it changes nothing, reality. So the problem with okay scenario is like when Tisa is the Magyar party, wins small. So when Tisa wins small, so when they're under 2/3 majority in parliament, at that moment, we are going to be struggling because Orban has put a lot of the internal levers of power where a lot of the internal committees and power structures have been encoded into the systems of Hungary, and they cannot be changed unless someone has this constitutional 2/3 majority. So that means that while Peter Magyar can come in and be in power in Hungary, he cannot really change the system. And a lot of Orban things can still stay there. And Orban becomes sort of like this gray cardinal of Hungary. And in that sense, he still has major influence on the country. And that is problematic. That is obviously a big issue. The good news is why this is okay is because for our internal purposes, like working with European Union, working with Ukraine, it still passes because foreign policy still gonna be gathered by Magyar Peter. So this does not change Hungary into like pro-democratic state. It does not return a lot of the good democracy. There is still going to be a risk of Orban coming back and stuff. And there's going to be a lot of issues. But at least for our needs, for our purposes, this is a workable solution. And then there is most favorable scenario where TISA wins 2/3 majority. As a lot of things can be discussed. Like some people have said that Magyar Péter is just going to be another Orban if they win 2/3 majority. And I mean, you cannot say that. The good news is that he has, the way that he built his platform and the way that he built his support, it is very so much pro-European and it is not pro-Ukraine, but at least not against Ukraine, which is good enough for us. So this is actually a plausible scenario, and we maybe gonna talk overnight why. Because like this is where Orban's setup systems might actually work against him, because Orban kind of set up these systems that the party that wins is gonna win even harder. It's sort of like if you're from United Kingdom, you know the first past the post and issues with first past the post. But this is like a supercharged first past the post, to be honest. So that is kind of the results that I guess all the pro-democracy powers would want to get. We would want to get the most favorable scenario. It doesn't guarantee that Hungary is going to get everything that they want. It doesn't guarantee that Hungary is going to turn to liberal democracy, but at least it gives a window of opportunity to do so. And that would be preferential. All right. With this said, let's try to transition somewhere. Let's see what we have. Europe elects. Usually posts updates. So we have a couple of polls from the previous day. So this was the before election day. You see that this was, I believe this is the pro-government poll. And generally speaking, like, because like usually all of the more of a neutral polls, they show TISA in kind of like ahead. And usually, you know, it's a pro-government poll when you see Fidesz ahead. And Fidesz, I mean, I don't think that this is true to consider that they are ahead. We've seen like by more deeper studies. How many hours until count votes? It should be kind of like ongoing very, very soon. We should get first results very soon. So this is definitely pro-government. So this one, we see that both Fidesz and TISA have increased in popularity. TISA 54, 14% lead. Fidesz 40 plus 2 points. The good news is this MH. This is MH. Remember I talked the super fascists? This is the guys that we need. We need to get them under 5%. So that would be very nice. Another poll before this one before election day, it shows that there's actually upswing towards Fidesz, but the difference is still huge. Like it shows, what is it, 18 points. It shows that TISA lost 2 points compared to their previous poll, but it's still 14 points difference. Wait, is it 14? Am I counting wrong? 18 points, man. It's still a huge win for TISA. 55. So the polls are pretty good, but we'll see the election results. Where was the... Let's see, elections page. There we go. Oh, I guess we have some first results. Yes, we have 3.34% counted. So, okay, well. 91. Okay. So how many mandates they need to so it's 199 divided by, what is it, 3 times 2. It's 132. So TISA needs 132 mandates, or 133. Is it 132 or 133? I think it's 133. Yeah, 133. So TISA needs 133 mandates to win. Right now, the first results show that they are at 110. So 20 are under from what they need. Hopefully, the results will improve over time. We have some results on the map somewhere. Wow. A lot of blue. Yeah, already 10% processing. Budapest. TISA. Wait, this is like is this oh, this is the single member constituencies. So TISA, Fidesz, TISA, Fidesz, TISA. Okay. I watched like last year. Where did I had it? I had yeah, there we go. So I watched last year election results. Firstly, you know, like in a lot of European countries, usually the diaspora would be voting very much against the dictators. Not in Hungary. I was shocked that last year's elections, diaspora voted 93.89% in favor of Orban. Jeez. I was like, what? That is crazy. That was crazy for me that the diaspora would support Orban so much. That was insane. Update. There is an update. Let's update the page. No, still 6.56%. So yeah, I was watching at the last year's elections, and there was a couple of things. There was this constituency that I wanted to look at. It was the most pro-Orban. Then there was this one. Then there was there was another one. This one, VAS. And this one. So for me, these would be the indicative that I'm looking for, because those were essentially the most voted. The turnout, by the way, super high this time around, and this is potentially good news for Peter Magyar. So let's see. Where did I leave it? Wikipedia. So let's say the most Shatmarbereg. I'm gonna butcher the names. Let's say this one. So what do we have for results? We have actually TISA. We had like number 1 constituency by TISA, and then Fidesz. Wow. So they take 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That could be pretty nice if they can take 2 on the most pro-Orban counties. I don't think I can have a breakdown here. I'm late, but have you covered the voter tourism? No. I mean, like, there is going to be a lot of falsifications. It's Peter Magyar, not Magyar. I mean, it's a Peter Hungarian. There we go. I'm gonna call him Peter Hungarian if you don't like my Hungarian pronunciation. So Peter Hungarian. There we go. Or I can call him. I don't know. I know. No bad jokes about Hungary today. We all support Hungary, so let's keep it up. Europe Elect's website has fallen down. Nice. National Parliament elections. Fidesz. Oh, wow. We want Orban to win, right? Left. Okay, let's look at the other one. The next one was Vas. Vas County. Fidesz. Okay, it seems Vas. Though this place is actually a town. Oh, we already have confirmed representative from Fidesz. Is this also confirmed? Oh no. Yeah, Fidesz. Oh, it's already confirmed. Man, crazy. It's crazy that they can confirm with 15%. Or this is like just an indicator. Do you think this is an indicator? Or they just kind of like expect it to be a representative? I'm not completely sure. But yeah, there are still some places that are not counted fully. To 3 vote, 9 vote. I don't know what 9 vote is. Okay. Tisa 39. It is, by the way, in these individual constituencies, it is expected that lost your audio. Guys, did you lose my audio again also? Tell me that audio is here. Audio is fine. Okay. Never mind. So, no. That's fine. Good. Yeah. We're actually expecting Orban to win these constituencies. So if what we're looking for here, essentially, is that this is at least close. We're not really expecting that Tisa will take majority of constituencies. We're hoping that at least they're going to be even. But ideally, obviously, yeah. I believe there is like... So I guess these are the fascists. They already got 9 seats, technically. So we need to count them together if we are... they need 101 for majority. Well, at least for now, we are in the okay scenario. So first results, basically what you need to see right now is that first results indicate that Tisa has the majority. So for now, we are in the okay scenario. Hopefully, we would like to see the drift towards the most favorable scenario. Unfortunately, diaspora votes are massively pro Fidesz. At least last time they were. Bet in markets going up for Peter. Yeah. I think. Yeah. How much longer till this is over? Oh, this is gonna take a while. So don't worry. This is gonna be taking a while. 1 week. Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. If Peter Hungarian is gonna win, Peter Hungarian is gonna win just a simple majority, it is still okay. It is still gonna be pretty okay. So we're trying to, yeah. Yeah, because everyone hates my pronunciation of you aren't wrong. Oh, John. Okay. So, guys, any Hungarians in the chat right now? Someone that like, can you? Yeah, I think we all know that Magyar means Hungarian. I mean, maybe someone didn't know. So, Hungarian Peter, yes. If there is any Hungarians in the chat, please write. So I will maybe try to see your nicknames and see how you're commenting. Alessandro Pizzotti, sorry for butchering your name, my friend. Alessandro Pizzotti, sorry, here I am. Yes. And Haliam and Jenningen, sorry for butchering the name again. Super, guys. I will... it's Magyar, not Magyar. It is Hungarian. I don't care. Denis Davidov doesn't get Magyar means Hungarian. Just saying. Okay. By the way, is it Magyar? Is it like a soft G, like D? Because like in Latvian we actually have the soft G. So like if I would say like with the soft G, it's gonna be like Magyar. Captain Copenhagen, welcome back, my friend. Thanks for 17 kronas. Slava Ungarn. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Orban losing. So in Hungary, they put the last name first. So I really like not Peter Hungarian. I have Hungarian Peter. I think it's a little bit funnier. Yes. So let's see where we're at. We're still at 6.56%. So the good news is, guys, the turnout is really massive. And as far as I understood, the turnout, like how do I tell it? So the increase in turnout was more in the pro-Tissa counties than it was in pro-Orban counties. So I hope it's a show. Did you know that Orban translates to shit? Seriously? So he's Victor Shit. I mean, that's about right. That's exactly how I was expecting. Let's see. Vas Tolna. What do we have on Tolna? Tolna. We have a Tissa, actually. A Tissa candidate. Where is Tolna? Tolna. I don't know where Tolna is. Why do I pretend that I know Hungarian geography? Yeah, but Tissa is taking a county off of. You know, it looks like Tissa is really competitive in like the bigger state settlements. I think I thought Orban means mouse, maybe a shitty mouse. Yeah, mouse for oh my god. Okay, guys, I'm not sure if you didn't like maybe you missed the news. Orban Putin mouse. So I'm not sure if you've seen these notes. So Orban apparently they had a call. Oh, of course it's all covered by the subscription. So apparently there was like a discussion with Putin between Orban that got leaked, and Orban basically was like proposing and saying like how much they would like to do with Putin. And essentially, he was making like a reference to some kind of, I think it's like a Greek, was it like a Greek tale or what is it, like a philosophical tale or something about like how Orban is going to be Putin's little mouse, whereas the Putin is going to be the lion. And I don't know. I think it's like some kind of weird sexual fetish by this Aesop's Fables. Yes, thank you so much. It's like one of the Aesop's. How is it pronounced? Aesop? Like, what's the pronunciation of this? Because Aesop's. Aesop's tales. I mean, the initial results differ from non-government poll by 15-20 points. In what sense they differ from the polls by 15-20 points? Can you elaborate, my friend Phil? I'm from Slovakia, and I believe Fico will be next kicked from the government by our opposition. Is so divided they don't want to merge. Each party wants to go on from their own. We're gonna get to Slovakia at some point. Aesop. So the correct is Aesop. So Aesop. Aesop's fable. Lion sucker. Yes, true. So true. Orban and Putin are furies. Oh my god. So yeah, now we confirm the mouse is Orban's fursona. Jesus Christ, the things that we learn. What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, look at this. What are these changes? Tisa, Tisa, Tisa. What is this change? This is Tolna County. Tolna voted 58.95% in favor of Fidesz last time. And there was like Tisa at first, and the other two candidates were from Fidesz. After 30% counted, we have Tisa completely taking the county. Shit. Whoa, exciting. Look at that. Oh my god, look at that. Come on. Like there is less now. Yeah, okay, so this is like tentative. I mean, it's 6%. Let's get at least to some kind of oh my god, 125, so close. Man. Remember, the result that we're looking for is for this number to be 133 plus. Like 133 plus, and then we are like in like the gold. That is the result. Oh my god, like eight seats. They need to win 8 seats, and then we are like in the best case scenario. Shit, man. Oh my god, it's happening. Where's my it's happening? It's happening. Come on. I cannot spell for shit. I need this. There we go. And let's see. Yeah? Where did I save it to? Oh, it's downloads. Okay. There we go. There we go. Much better. Now it's more realistic. Okay. This is very good news. This is very, 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 very good news. The fact that we saw a bit of a shift in some of the counties. Oh my god, look how blue this map is. Holy shit. Holy moly. Man. Where can we view those results? Oh, sure. Sorry. Here is the link. Opening a bottle of rum. Hey, if we're opening something, I'm gonna open one as well. Okay. So if we're doing it, we're doing it together. So, feels good. How many votes have been counted so far? About 15%. It's blue. It's blue, man. What are you drinking? I am drinking probably the best mass-produced beer in Denmark, which is called shit. which is called Odense Classic, arguably the best mass-produced beer in Denmark. At least it's better than Tuborg or Carlsberg for sure. Yes. Cheers. So obviously it will not compare like to some of the craft beers, but as goes for the mass-produced, this is pretty good. Yeah, we're at around 15% still. Constituencies, like it's still too early to call. They're only at 7%, like 6.5%. So it's a bit too early to call, but it's good. It looks good. The start is definitely encouraging. Let's hope it goes on like this. For people that don't know, yeah, we want to get the best case scenario when TISA gets the 2/3 majority. That's kind of the best. Hungary, TISA 47.8, Fidesz 43.7. Yeah. We still wait. Okay. So this is so okay. I need to explain. Let's open new paint. So because it's gonna get confusing for some people. So let's explain this. So Hungary has two types of elections. So their total parliament is what the hell? Their total parliament is like 199 seats. That's a 9. And they are separated in two boxes. There is the proportional. There is a fucking mosquito that flew into my house. It's the first mosquito this year. So there is the proportional elections part. This is where like everything is going to be separated based on what is the vote proportion for one party versus the other party. So to enter here, you need to get like minimum 5% barrier. So this is where we're going to be looking at for that small fascist country to not get the 5% barrier, because it's going to dilute the votes a little bit. Because we're expecting TISA to get essentially as much as they can from the popular vote. For the constituencies, how many constituencies there were in total? There is total number of mandates, 93. So, 105. So there is like total constituency, single constituency, was it single county? Oh my God. Can I control Z? Okay. Single county constituents. So these ones have 93 votes in total. And this one has 105 votes in total. So in here, this is where like for like the whole map of Hungary is separated in constituencies. And in every constituency of the country, they have first past the post system. So whichever candidate gets the most votes wins the whole county. So that's why, because Orban is more focused on those ruler voters, it is expected that Orban, so his Fidesz, is gonna take the cake in this 105 constituencies. We hope that best case scenario, TISA will win at least 50% of these. At least, hopefully. Like that's the best case scenario probably. But it's not given. Ideally, at least the same as Fidesz. That would be the best. That would be like the best case scenario. In proportional votes, this is where TISA really need to overperform. This is where there must be the most possible out of these 93 given to there. So when we're looking at these Europe-elects, they're showing here that TISA is 97%, whereas Fidesz is 43%. This is all for single constituencies. This is not taking into account combining with the proportional vote yet. On this website, we have the proportional vote. We have the proportional vote right over here, the party lists. This is the proportional vote. And then we have the county lists. Wait, no, that's a county list. Shit. Okay, am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. $93. Yeah. No. It's correct. Yes. So this is the proportional one, and then there is the county, which is this one. This one is the counties. There we go. Yes. So all correct. I wish I knew Danish. I mean, me too. So far in the national lists, TISA is trailing actually behind. That is surprising. That is very surprising that in the national poll right now, TISA is trailing. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Am I stupid? Can someone explain to me how TISA is getting 49% but getting 36 mandates, whereas Fidesz gets 42% but gets 49? Okay, this is why you need a Hungarian to explain, because my math is not mathing. Update. Okay, give me a second. I think it updates automatically. I updated it. Nothing changed. Oh, big change. 128. So the point is, again, like, this number needs to be 133 plus. 128. Very good. Seniority rule in some way, yes. TISA is winning a lot in the first past the post. Yeah, it seems so. It seems TISA is winning a lot in the first past the post as well. That's pretty good. But like, what I don't understand is this. I don't understand how 49% is 36 mandates, whereas 42% is 49 mandates. Like, anyone can explain this to me? Like, my literally, I don't understand. It's like, I don't understand. Yes, it does update automatically, but you didn't notice. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you so much for calling it out. Supermajority is only needed for complete reorganization of Hungary into a pre-Orban democracy. When it comes to reversal of pro-Russian policy and pro-EU support, simply majority is needed. True, yes. So far, we should be feeling very good. Guys, if you're not feeling very good by this point, 21% counted, you should feel very, 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 very good. So it seems that Orban's rule is done. Now we're only looking for the best case scenario. We're looking for the what is it called? We're looking for supermajority for TISA, so we can fully essentially turn the Hungary around. The percentage is only representing voter numbers, not the number of mandates. I mean, yes, I understand that percentage represents the voter numbers, not the number of mandates, but it's a party list. Isn't this proportional voting? Because I thought proportional voting is separate from the constituency work. Not every district has the same number. So there is also depth districts. Okay. Okay, I got you. So it's gerrymandering. Okay. So yeah. So this is like, you can see basically gerrymandering live. You can see like why gerrymandering is bad. This is why, because there is 8% difference, yet there is like big discrepancy between how many mandates one gets versus the other. It's like gerrymandering live. Nice. Great. Yeah, Orban. Yeah, it's true. You are fired. Yes. All right, there's Trump. I need to. How can I do it? Okay, I'll do it like this. Can I do it? Hello? Text? Text? Oh my god, why is this writing sideways? What the hell? You are fired. There we go. Oh, shit. Sorry, my creative. Yes, with a misspelling. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, this is fantastic. Can I also change the color somehow? No, okay, no. Well, it is what it is. There we go. Even misspelled specifically for your entertainment. There we go. Perfect. Microsoft Paint crazy skills. Fantastic. Yeah, it is MS Paint. Yes, yes. What is the name of the website? It is MS Paint Online. And if you're looking for the accounting for the results, I posted the link. You are fired. Yes, yes, yes. Man, like imagine how big of a humiliation. Like JD Vance came in there and just sabotaged the whole thing. Just like, oh, this guy is gonna get elected next time, and then like the guy loses and like loses to a super majority. that's like the next level. That is the next level. Hey, Daddy. Thank you, Georgie. Great job, Greg Terry community. Hey, big love to Greg Terry and his community. Thank you so much, you guys. You're doing a great job. Appreciate your taking your time with me. Orban will emigrate to USA. To be honest, I've heard that all of the dictators are kind of gathering up in Putin. So, if he really wants to go forward with his furry fantasy, I'm pretty sure he can go there with Bashar Assad and Yanukovych to chill in Putin's little cave. Man, this map is so blue, it's crazy. That is insane. Like, to be precise, like this was like last year. Oh, sorry, last election. That is insane. Like one stronghold of opposition, like in the city center, the center of Budapest. One. And it's like United for Hungary, 40 to 50%. Budapest, 47%. That was the best result that they had. 47%. And look at this now. That is fantastic. That is really good. Oh, so okay, Vas. I wanna check that Tolna. Yeah, Tolna. It changed again. There was a TISA candidate. So we need to wait a little bit more to get like at least in like 60 to 70% range. Then we can get like some representative results. But it's looking pretty good overall. It's looking pretty good. Wow. Woo. Well, what is the website you're using? I posted the link multiple times, but yeah, the official website, there we go. How many percent they have counted? So the processing status of domestic party list records includes the postal votes received to date. So far, it's 10% popular vote. The overall national progress is 21.5%. I have a problem. I have a coworker who supports Fidesz and also Putin apologist. How do I break the news to them tomorrow? Do you have a nice T-shirt? Like you can't, like, you know, like you cannot blame anyone, but you can wear a funny T-shirt. Just saying. Can you post the link to the video description, please? Sure. Yeah, give me a second. I wonder if I can edit. Is it stream settings? No. Stream health. Let's see. I'll try finding it. Give me a second. I'll try finding video description. Official results page. Save. Okay. If you update the stream, the link should be now in the video description, so you will not lose it. So you're welcome. 132, seriously? Oh, this is so good. Oh my God. I need to crack my second beer by this point. Man. Wow. What a blowout. Oh my God, if this holds, we're missing one vote. So this number needs to be 133 plus. We're literally one vote away from this. It's 30%. Holy shit, Hungarians might have done it, guys. Hungarians might have really done it. That is crazy. No, I cannot do whiskey. I have to work tomorrow, so just some beers is fine by me. Oh my God. Oh, I've never been so excited, like, for, like, you know, like, guys, real talk. So you know how there has been like multiple opportunities where we were following like a lot of these events and we were like, well, now it's gonna happen, you know, like this. And then it's like always get disappointed somehow, especially for us, the people that support Ukraine. By the way, follow the link to the fundraiser, Support Ukraine right now, if you approve Hungary winning. It's always a good opportunity to support Ukraine even more. But in any case, like, it's always been like a little bit of a upset when we don't get those things that we would like to. And we've gotten so conditioned that the good things just don't happen, right? That even if something that's happening kind of good, it's more of a landing in this, you know, okay part rather than ever becoming actually good. So like when you're looking at these elections where a dictator has like a complete chokehold on the whole system, where you can literally live see the gerrymandering right over here, where his party is like 9% more behind in the popular vote, yet holds 11 mandates more than the party that is ahead. Like, that is like how big the difference is and how unfair this was. And we, even with this whole unfairness, we see something like this. That, like, I mean, like, that is really motivational. That is generationally motivational. Shit you not. Slava Free Hungary, Slava Ukraine, Daddy Jim Fella, appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Daddy Jim Fella, I mean, listen, both community from Greg Terry and also the fella community, all of the fellas are always welcome, guys. Fantastic job over the years. Love to everyone. Appreciate it. This is a victory for Europe for sure, because a lot of people talked about, yeah, but there is still Fico. And I know Fico is there, but Fico has always been like, kind of like, you know, he can kind of ride the Orban wave. Like Fico didn't really have, he has like a big actually issue inside of Slovakia. There is also, like, we had a Slovakian fellow already mention it, that Fico in Slovakia has big issues. So, Oink, I live in Hungary. It's been tense, but it looks good. Mokos Fidesz. Yes, thank you, Oink. Appreciate 1,000 Hungarian florins. Are you already calculated which are more pro-Orban? Are counties? No, counties are still being counted. Right now we're at 42%. We're kind of like with counties looking to get to like 60, 70% before we kind of like, start calling it. Because, I mean, so far, there is one county that is called. Okay, they've updated. So one county is called and the county is for Tisa. Because before this whole map was, like bright blue color. But now it's kind of like this a little bit lighter blue. And there is one, and I'm guessing this is like means that the county is called. Let's see. So let's click on, oh wait, no, never mind. It's only because I selected. Never mind, pass. And here I got excited. Yeah, I hope Fico will be next. Hopes are Fico next. Yeah, 11% counted only, so. We expect the Northeast to be very pro-Fidesz. To be honest, it's kind of crazy to see Ujvari Silvia, okay, to actually take the, though Takash Peter is actually very close by. So we're waiting for like at least 60% here, but like, I mean, man, 132, that is a good number to have. I mean, by this point, is it too early to call? I think I should be calling that this is a victory for Magyar Peter, for Hungarian Peter. I think it is a victory. I wonder if they're celebrating. Let's see what the news are saying. The news. Let's say Hungary elections. There is some from Reuters. Hungary elections results live from Budapest. Let's hear what's happening in Budapest.
El tudjuk érni a társadalmi támogatottságát a Tisza pártnak, és az volt a célunk, hogy szemtől szembe belenézzünk az emberek szemében, és meghallgassuk őket azzal, hogy ők mit szeretnének. Nem utasítani szerettünk volna, nem kérdezni.
People standing in the streets. That's pretty good. I love people standing in the streets. I subbed for Trump. Which foreign politicians endorsed Orban? As we mentioned, US President Donald Trump has backed Orban. He isn't the only influential politicians. Giorgia Meloni, Le Pen, Javier Milei, Benjamin Netanyahu. I mean, yeah, wow, what a group. What to know about Tisa party leader Peter Magyar? I mean, let's be very clear, guys. Like, obviously, Magyar Peter is not the best candidate, but it's the best that we have right now, and it definitely opens opportunities. I mean, there is independent overseers from Russia, aren't they? Poll market puts 3% chance on Orban winning at this point, but it could be another Trump crash grab. No. Definitely Orban is not winning by this point. I'm pretty confident at calling by this point that Orban has lost the election. Like, blame me for raising false hope in you guys, but I think the numbers are pretty telling. You know, like, even with 30% counted, this is pretty overwhelming. Like, yeah. So it's fine. What does mandate mean? A mandate is essentially like a seat in a parliament, like, to put it simply. Peter is about to give a speech. Do we have anywhere? Is it on YouTube? Maybe somewhere? YouTube. If you have a link to Peter speaking, send me a link. What is an election? Yes, that's the question. Yes. What's an election? That's true. Man, we're digging deep here with philosophy. Much love from France to Hungarian people, Russians out. Alex Astronomy. Thank you so much, Alex, and I appreciate the 10 euros, my friend. You know, like France elections are around the corner, so there's going to be a lot of responsibility on you as well. Daddy Jim fella, fuck Orban. He couldn't win a raffle if he was the only fucker in it, for sure. I mean, the pig dolphin is pretty non-existent. Fuck, man, like feels good. Shit. Oh my god, I'm cursing so much, but man, it feels good. It's like you had like 5 liters of beer and you haven't gone to toilet once. That's how it feels. And now you have. Peter Magyar couldn't politically emphasize support for Ukraine during the campaign because Orban made it a main issue. For sure. Again, listen, no one expects like big love for Ukraine from Hungary. We just don't obstruct. There's plenty of players that want to support Ukraine. Just like don't be an asshole to the whole defense security setup of Europe. Congratulations, Hungary. Hopefully we follow November. Terry Alberts, November we follow. Which was the next elections? Was it Bulgaria? Did I guess it, Terry? Oh wait, no, November and US dollars. That's right. United States midterms, of course. Sorry, Terry. But Bulgarian elections are going to be pretty important as well. There's a lot of pro-Russians in Bulgaria as well. When is the Bulgarian elections? Bulgaria elections 2026. Oh shit, they're actually in April. Wow, they're a lot closer. They're like in a week. Oh no. That's gonna be sad. If a pro-Russian group wins, that's gonna be very sad. But we'll see. Amazing news today for Europe, Ukraine, and freedom. The third pickle, thank you so much for €2.5. Appreciate it. Peter Clevis, thank you so much for £5. Appreciate it. Yes, great news. Great news for us all indeed. Euro 12, thank you so much. Hungary from the United States. Appreciate it. Arbal the... Oh my god, I'm going to butcher your name. Arbal the Undefeated. Thank you so much for 50 Norwegian crowns. Trump, Putin, Meloni, Milei, Netanyahu is like the definitive list whose approval guarantees you a horrible person. True. Peter Clevis, thank you so much for £5. Appreciate it so much. So much. That is so true. Like a list of people that you shouldn't get like approval right now. You know, it's like, yeah, maybe not. Good. This is good news. This is very, very good news. We're still at 132. Man, it would be so unfortunate if it's going to be 132. Imagine that. Wow. Like, I don't know what I would do. Man, what would, like, guys, what would you do if Tissa is going to end up with like 1 vote to majority? To super majority. That could be like a really, really, really sad outcome, no? I mean, maybe they can buy out. I mean, fair point. That's 37%. So most likely, bigger constituencies such as like Budapest is going to be counted a bit longer. Usually in Europe, cities are counting a little bit longer. So hopefully. Do you think JD Vance will go to Bulgaria? I don't know, my friend. Daddy Jim fella, welcome to Brother in Arms. Now you're not only the Greg Terry community, now you're here as well. Welcome, fella. Damiano Crozzi, if Magyar wins, what is the stance of Ukraine? Will he not block the 90 billion? No, he's pretty pro-EU. Like, the guy wants to generally work constructively with the Europeans. I mean, he still follows a lot of the Hungarian policies. And I want to underscore something very nice here. A lot of the Hungarian, like the Fidesz policies, they are good when they're like, sounded out, when they're like in writing, when they are as a slogan. they're good. A lot of them are actually making sense for like a center-right government. The problem is that is not what Orban was doing. Orban was like not really following a lot of his policies and promises. Like he was just doing his own thing and like not really following through. So Hungarian Peter basically kind of represents the same policies that Fidesz has, except like he actually states that he's going to follow them. BS007, thank you so much for 50 Swedish kroners. Another beer, soon time to celebrate. 132 may actually work if Orban loses some of the Fidesz reps on some votes. True. Any coping reels for Wojtniks yet? I mean, like, to be honest, I'm not expecting coping, but I'm expecting, like, tomorrow. Oh my God, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, you really need to, like, I don't know. I almost want to make, like, another stream because I'm gonna read through the Russian Telegram channels and how all of the Wojtniks and Z propagandists are gonna cry about this loss. Oh, it's gonna be sweet, sweet tears. Man, I'm gonna try to pull some of the best, maybe put it in a video, but it's gonna be like, oh, like just, oh. I'm already imagining this because if it's 132 or even 133, it's gonna be like a complete capitulation. That's crazy. Yeah, you are delicious. Yes, yes, yes. The tears, yes. So we're 37%. The map looks still pretty blue. Oh, we're at 50%, almost. At 60%, we're gonna start looking into the constituencies to start looking at if we can actually look into it. Sveiciet no Kalifornijas. Ciao, ciao. That's what all right-wing populists do. Their promises are fine. They process with some else. Yeah. Right-wing populists. I mean, like, Trump is a great example of this as well. Because, like, remember the policies that Trump ran on. Like, I'm not talking about the support for Trump there is, like, on the Republican Party for everything that he do. Like, we know about that as well. But remember the policies that he ran on. Like, some of them, like, even I technically could be supporting. Like, you know, something like no new wars. Fucking great policy, you know? Like it's about time that there's like United States is crazy for me because United States is the richest country in the world, yet it's like inequality in the United States just goes through the roof. And like you know, the healthcare and everything else. Like, so there's a lot of internal things that could be done. And then like Trump gets elected saying like no new wars, and look where we are now. So that's why like I'm saying that with all of these populists, like a lot of their programs do sound nice. It's just that they can just derail from that program at any moment, and that's the same that's happening with Orban and anyone else. These tears are my lubricant for sure. These tears are the dildo of consequences lubricant. Because, you know, when dildo of consequences arrive, it usually rarely arrive. What is it? Oh my God. The dildo of consequences rarely arrives lubricated. There we go. So they need those tears a lot. In Denmark, Mikkeller, sorry, also excellent beer. Love those Mikkeller stouts. Mikkeller is okay. It's just like I still kind of think that Mikkeller is more of a craft beer. Like, let's derail this to the beer discussion. Mikkeller. So it's if you haven't tried, like, it's a pretty known beer. Like, I mean, if you've traveled to Copenhagen Airport, you might have seen they have like a beer stand in Copenhagen Airport. This is their logo. I still consider them more of like a craft beer, you know, like and they're presenting themselves like a craft beer stuff. I'm talking about, you know, like the mass produced and so on, like Tuborg or Carlsberg, like the canned beer. So, and in those cases, I really prefer like Odense Classic. Really love it. Mikkeler is a craft beer. Yeah, precisely. Go Tissa, Dominus ZG. Thank you so much for 10 euros, my friend. Go Tissa and Peter Magyar, and for free Hungary, stronger Europe, and hopefully free United States in near future soon. Best wishes to you, Georgies, and your team too, regardless from Croatia. Slava Ukraini. Man, Croatia. I need to get to Croatia somehow. I made it to Slovenia, but just never really reached Croatia. Thank you so much, my friend. Look at Denis Davidov thumbnail. Okay. Let's do it. Denis Davidov. Oh, he's a journalist. Shit. Can I find myself? No, I don't exist. So look at that. So Denis. So Denis Davidov got a recognition on YouTube. You see, when you put his name in YouTube search, it says a journalist. Shit. That's impressive. That's what you get for 942,000 subscribers. USA blockade of Hormuz. Yeah, I mean, like, you didn't hear about the USA blockade for Hormuz. Oh! Big celebration is here. Where is my... There we go. There we go. That's 135. No. 135. Nice. Very nice. So for people that just joined, this is the number that we're looking for. 135 is important number because we're looking for this to be over 133. 133 seats here means that Tissa gets the supermajority in the parliament. That means that the opposition party now becomes the supermajority party, so they can do changes of all of the deep corruption schemes that Orban has constructed in Hungary, and they can actually dismantle the Orban's regime, basically. That is fantastic news that we are saying here. Oh, this feels very good, yes. Elf Dustify, thank you so much for 20 pounds. Appreciate it, my friends. Thank you, Saint. Thank you so much. Let's go, Hungary. Woo. Yeah, I hope this holds. But I mean, like, to be honest, like, for people that are doubting if this will hold, we're only at 45%. And the thing is, as this went up, so has this. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, we are at 60%. Let's go into the constituencies. So let's look at the constituencies. The ones that we talked about last time. Szabolcs, Zsatmár, Bereg. Let's look at this one. The Zsatmár. Last elections, 61.66 for Viktor Orban. This time, Zsatmár, Bereg. They have 6 constituencies. Out of 6 constituencies with 75, 55, 41, 62, and over 50% vote counted, Tissa takes 1, 2, 3, 4. Fidesz got only 2 constituencies in the most pro-Orban county. So let me underscore this again. With the current results, the most pro-Orban county last election, Orban got only 2 out of 6 constituencies. Incredible. Incredible. Let's go next. Next one was Vas. 59.94% in favor of Fidesz. So Vas, super pro Fidesz, But even in Vas County, okay, but this is only 28. I cannot call this as well. Guys, sorry. I cannot call this goes for Tisa. But these ones I pretty much can call. I would say that Vas is still very much pro Orban. 2 out of 3 for sure probably go to Orban. So Vas, Next one, Nograd. Nograd was 59% in favor of Fidesz. Nograd has 2 counties, and Tisa, our 50%, is taking the top, the one of them. 50% is taken away from Fidesz. That is very nice. So, I mean, it's not the best, but we're looking at the worst counties for opposition. Shit. And then was the last one was 59. Sorry, I lost it. There was another one. Nograd Vas Tolna. This one. 58.95%. Last time, Tolna, we see there's 3 constituencies, and in Tolna, we can call 2 for Tisa and 1 for Fidesz. Man. So even in the worst constituencies ever for Tisa, we see that the first past the post counties opposition takes. Oh, Jake, bro, dropped in. Hey, Jake, my friend, how are you doing? Let's go, Tisa. Thank you so much for dropping in, Jake. Guys, please show great love to Jake. Jake is an absolute legend. I have huge love for Jake. If you didn't know, I started streaming in a large sense because of Jake. I mean, like, we're nothing comparatively wise, but I have the people that like me, and I hope the people that like me also follow Jake. Jake is a fantastic guy, and I wish he will come to Europe at some point. And I mean, I'm ready to share a can of Odense Classic with Jake any time of the day. Cheers, my friend. Okay, Niels, thank you so much for 50 Danish kronos. Writing in Hungarian, and I'm gonna butcher this. Köszönöm szépen magyar. Whatever I said. Love. Damian Krozi, without Orban, Fico alone can be a problem, or not so much? No, I don't think Fico alone will be a problem without Orban. No. Shigawire, thank you so much for 100 Norwegian kronos. Orban looks like anthropomorphic toad with human skin. Hi, Jake, bro. You rock. True. Thank you so much for 100 kronos. Vote for Jake. Jake, by the way, if you're still here, a question from me. You at some point mentioned that you want to go into politics. Have you still considering that? Because isn't there like elections that are coming, or it's not coming in the in your area? Like I don't know if you want to answer now or in one of your Q&As, but I know that I'm wondering about this question. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people would also wonder. So there we go. I voiced it. Jake for the win, for sure. Man, feels good. That's a massive W for Europe. W Europe. Fucking hell. 135. That is so good. Jake may run in Wisconsin, I think. I mean, didn't he live in Vegas? I think, like, or somewhere in that area. But again, I don't know how U.S. elections. Maybe it's like where you were born or something. I don't know, like where you can run. Your accent is pretty good for Magyar. Last time, a whole plane load of votes from abroad was lost. I am Hungarian, and there is no way 93.5% of Hungarians living abroad voted for Orban. I mean, that's the official results. You know, I'm not saying that this happened, but I'm saying that official results showed almost 94% of Hungarian abroad voting for Orban. For sure. I mean, 90 billion would be on the way as well. It's just the 90 billion part. How do I put it? Everyone was just hoping for an easy resolution with the victory of Hungarian Peter, And I mean, the victory is here. So no need for complicated actions against Hungary, which is really good. 94% is a fraud. Oh, I didn't doubt that. I mean, like, if you want to see fraud, I mean, now it's a bit better, but still, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Fidesz, 39.38% of popular vote, 46 mandates. TISA, 51.98% of popular vote, 40 mandates. Like, what is this shit? WTF corruption. So, yeah, I mean, like, Orban is so openly corrupt. It's so insane. Make that make sense. True. The good news is that the number is going in favor of TISA. So we see, as more involved votes are getting counted, we see numbers from Fidesz transferring to TISA. So again, this best case scenario, what we're looking here is 50-50 split. So if we're getting here, even at this one, like if TISA continue pulling the numbers, yeah, 136. Yeah, we actually even saw where this 136 came from. The number shifted. It was 46 for Fidesz, and it shifted to 41 to TISA. So it's in a popular vote. This number went up. So again, it looks like very good for TISA, and we might see like really fantastic results. Like, I mean, it's a landslide. This is where, like, I told you, how do I put it? So before this election happened, I told you that, like, if we want to have like a winner and a big change in Hungary, then TISA needs to win like with like too big to fail. And this is indeed what they're doing right now. Like, we are right on the tracks where it was not just like too big too big to rig. There we go. So it's not only too big to rig, it's like completely breaking any kind of rules. What are you expecting from Orban at this point? Nothing. He's done. He's done. Like, Orban is done. He's gone. Orban is done. That's it. Like, he is out. I mean, he can still stay in politics. He can still try to do stuff. But like TISA, if they get the constitutional majority, then they can dismantle the whole Orban system. So when next election comes, Orban will essentially tries to come in with like a net normal election. Like, he will not have this one. And more importantly, like, for Orban to get like this super majority, it's going to be even more problematic next elections. So it's great. It's great. It's really, really, really great. Seriously. Yeah. I mean, like, let's say let's guys. Let's say, like, we need to look at the results right now. We need to look at the results, and we all need to say one thing. Okay, repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. We say, thank you, JD. Thank you, JD. Without the JD coming and really putting the work for Orban, we would never get the result like this. Thank you so much. For Americans that don't understand what I'm talking about, guys, I always said that it's hard to express just how unpopular Trump is in Europe. He's not just unpopular, he's toxic. Anything that is like pro-Trump is literal toxicity. It's like, it's been so far just in opinion polls, and this is kind of like the election where sort of like it gets tested, you know, how much this toxicity actually exists in Europe. It exists, okay? It exists. So for JD to come in and then, like, was it on the polling market or where, like, the chances of Orban just dropped because of the visit? That's why. Yeah, the mouse lost. Svoboda, dobro, diktatura, zlo. That's so true, my friend. JD put the work into more than just a couch. Thank you, JD. Yeah, Shigiwire, thank you so much for 15 kroners. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh my God, man, feels good. I cannot say like just feels really good. So we're at 67%. Where we had like, was it the Vas County that we couldn't look at the, or was it Tolna? No, Tolna is pretty good. I think it was Vas. Yeah, there was like this one. We still cannot call because it's just 40%, but it's definitely. Can I look at the breakdown? Oh no! Oh, okay. No, I think we can call it. By the way, guys, I know it's only 38%, but it's 53% against 40. So Tisa, even if one of the most pro Orban county, I think we can pretty much say that no, that this one will go to Tisa. So good job. So I think overall this one kind of gets already where we want to be. So what is the result? So out of the individual counties, holy shit. So individual counties, look at this, guys. I'm not sure if you noticed, but individual counties now with 70% counted, Tisa wins 95-11. 95-11. Yeah, that is crazy. 95-11. I've never seen this. Like in my whole life, I've never seen a blowout this big. Like especially like in constituencies where everyone is like is expecting, yeah, this is gonna favor Orban because like all of the rural constituencies and stuff. 95-11. That is insane. That's crazy. Let's see. Europe elects. Any updates? I'm pretty sure like by this point they should call it, right? Like let's are the news are calling it? Oh, there is like something from Hungarian Peter. Hungary elections. There we go. Hungary election results. Magyar Tisa projected to win the 2/3 majority to blow to Orban. I'm not the only one calling it. It is being called live from Budapest. Oh shit. Is it being translated? I wonder. It's probably not going to get translated, right? Yeah, it's not translated. Magyar says Orban has congratulated him. So Orban conceded. Orban congratulated him. Orban conceded the election, guys. Orban has conceded the elections. Bye. Tisa projected to win 2/3 majority. 135 by this point, but actually it was already 136 by this time, so it's already even more. So Magyar just posted, "Thank you, Hungary," on his Facebook account. Government bonds in the spotlight. Hungary's government bonds are a spotlight for investors because of when Magyar could start to unlock some 18 billion euros, $21 billion in EU funding that has been frozen due to concerns over democracy. Yeah, if you're Hungarian, by the way, huge W Hungary, by the way. Guys, I want you to please, find the Hungarian flag emoji. Like, I want to see a lot of Hungarian flags because this would not be possible without Hungarian people doing their job. So we talk a lot about like everyone doing their part. Hungarian people just did their part. So like not Irish flags, Hungarian flags. Do you know the difference between Ireland and Hungary? Yes. Hungary government bonds, yes, super nice. TISA supporters react to early results. To be honest, that is the most Northern European reaction I've ever seen. Just like, yay. That is the most, how do you say, the most contained reaction I've seen in ages. Good. 132 seats. It would be possible to open a way for 90 billion euros for Ukraine. That's true. And it would also mean eventually release EU funds to Hungary. Orban exit would deprive Russian President Vladimir Putin of his main ally in the European Union. It would also send shockwaves through the right-wing circles across the West, including US President Donald Trump's White House. In Hungary, TISA victory could open the way for reforms that the party said would aim to combat corruption and restore the independence. However, the extent of such reforms will depend on whether TISA can secure the two-thirds majority, and they will. Oh my God. With 29% votes, this is projected to win 132 seats. Fucking tastic is. That is. Orban is speaking to supporters in Budapest. He said the election results is clear and painful for his party. He added that he had congratulated the winning party and Fidesz would serve Hungary from opposition. Goodbye, Orban. Wow. W Hungary, for sure, for sure. Huge W to Hungary, huge W to Hungarians. Appreciate it so much. Let's see what do we have here. Russell Whiskey. Sorry, I need to read beforehand. Alexander Groisman, thank you so much for $5 US. Yay. Appreciate it. Russell Whiskey, thank you so much for $2. Orban tears are delicious, for sure. I cannot wait for Russian Z propagandists. A big yay for the voice of Hungarian people. Thank you so much, Tiger313 Netherlands. Thank you so much for 10 euros. NP612, thank you so much for $5. A big yay for the voice of Hungarian people. Absolutely, Hungarians did a great job. US $5 NP, thanks for instant coverage. So glad JD visited, for sure. Shigewaru, thank you so much for 50 Norwegian kronos. I'm really happy and proud for the Hungarian people. This means Orban didn't manage to dismantle all of the democratic systems. And I told you that he did dismantle a lot of the stuff. That's why it was critical to win big. And I mean, this is not big. Like 95-11 is not big. It's a blowout, like an unprecedented blowout. Orban is packing suitcases with cash heading to the airport. True. Normality remembered. Thank you so much, Andrea Wiseman. And Normality remembered T2S. Congratulations to Hungarians and Ukrainians. This gives hopes to the good guys of Europe. Thanks for your support, everyone. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much for £5. This definitely gives a lot of hopes for us in Europe. Andrew Weissman again, thank you so much for $5 Canadian. Appreciate it. This election was not only important to Hungary, but the entire world. So very true. Big questions right now in the right, in the far right circles. Viktor Orban was like, you need to understand, guys, that kind of like far right only is trying to find their footing in Europe. We need to understand that because of the Nazi past, far right has very, very weak footing in Europe in general. You know, it's very hard to be far right European. And a lot of them, like, they are trying, like, because the ideology, ideology still exists. It's just they're trying to find their political footing. They're trying to kind of massage it somehow in our own psyche that it is okay to vote for parties that are essentially proposing literally Nazi ideology sometimes. It is okay to remove your democratic values. It is okay to create these how do we say, to vilify someone you don't like and make them a scapegoat like Ukrainians. It is okay to work with dictators that are bound to just destroy and dismantle the rule of law and the world order. And they have been trying to do this and find their footing in Europe all along. And Orban, while Hungary is small, he has been like a major staple that a lot of these far-right parties have been bouncing off of. And now with him gone, this basically sabotages a lot of their campaigns, to be honest. This makes things incredibly harder for them. That is why it is also matters. Oink, thank you so much for 10,000 Hungarian florins. Freaking amazing. Thank you so much. Hungarians stand with Ukrainians. Thank you so much, my friend. Big grats to Hungary. And thank you so much, Hungarian people, for standing up for what matters. Soulkeeper99, what are the Russian channels saying? I haven't read it yet, but I will read. I just don't want to read it on stream because half of the people will not understand. And with Russian channels, they post all the weird stuff, gore and other things and so on. But let me see, maybe I can find something. Let's see. Let's see, maybe some juicy stuff. So they write something about Trump and the blocking of the Hormuz Strait. So far, not a lot. Yeah, so a lot of them are still commenting on Trump. Some of them are crying of the complete Telegram ban in Russia. There is still the Easter in Russia right now. In the Easter Orthodoxy, it's now Easter. So yeah. So far not much, but it will come. It will come tomorrow. The realization will they will get it. It will settle in. Yeah, 60% counted, guys. 136 projected seats. Hands down victory. Rusty Totten, thank you so much for $20. Pro-democracy coalitions around the world are starting to coalesce and get some teeth. Ukraine, Poland, South Korea failed coup. Yeah, man, South Korea, holy moly. Don't get me wrong. The new party, South Korea, not my favorite party. For people that are aware why, they know why. USA special elections last Tuesday show major erosion among rural voters, main Trump base. Hope that it will hold until November, for sure, Rusty. And thanks so much for $20. Hans Eriksson, very nice seeing you here, my friend. Really, really nice. Thank you, Hungarian people, for the win in Hungary and Europe. True, thank you so much. Papa Dutch, thank you so much for $2. For the record, I'm Rayhan Republicanets. Rayhan Republicanets. I don't know what that means. What is reference? I think it's referencing Reagan Republicans, but I'm misspelling. I don't understand what it's referencing. So sorry for not getting the joke. Sweet. So we can only cheer, guys. Orban is out. Man, feels good. Make Hungary great again? JD tried. He made Hungary greater, made EU great. Skål. Yeah, skål. Skål og tillykke. Biggest loss for Russia. True. Oh my God. This is such a big loss for Russia. Guys, the biggest loser of the night right after Orban, Putin. We need to acknowledge that. I mean, Trump is obviously also at a loss, but not as big of a loss as Putin, because literally this was like his agent in Europe. Gone. Out. Absolute GG. Biggest loss for Russia, true. According to Greg Terry, Reagan is written with Rayhan in Ukrainian. I mean, yeah, it's true, because like Ukrainians have like multiple G's, and they have like one G that sounds like an H. So yeah, it's like Reagan. Congratulations to Hungary from a Polish living as an expat in Spain. Ricio M. Man, this is why I love Europe. Like a Polish expat living in Spain. I love Europe for that. Like seriously. I told it many times, like, you know, when people look at Europe right now and says, hey, Europe is the continent of peace. And I was like, no. Europe was the continent of war. So the fact that we now have peace, they lost another mandate in the popular vote, and this makes it 137. Yeah, this is devastating. Absolutely devastating. I mean, crazy. Being from United States, I'm disgusted Vance showed up in Hungary. I mean, for sure. Like, and you know, like, what's the most, how do you say, oh my God, what's the word that I'm looking for? What was it, like, hypocrisy? I don't know. Correct me. So the most hypocritical, I don't know, is when JD Vance went on that stage and talked about countries interfering in Hungarian elections, while he fucking asshole from active he's not asshole, I think it's called vice president, but close enough, coming from United States and propagating the one of the parties in the Hungarian elections. Like that was just like I just couldn't, like, that was just, it was too hippopotamusy for me. Skål vänner. Det gick visst nå så i det engelske det julekalender. Yeah, maybe. All the best from Hungarian brothers from Polska. Dziękuję bardzo. Dominic Kazemish, Dominic, oh my God, Polish names. Dominic, thank you. Skål, thanks Captain Copenhagen, appreciate it. Howard Gaskin, thank you so much for £2. Great channel, thanks for your efforts. Appreciate it, but thanks today goes absolutely to Hungarians. They did all of the work. Fantastic job. Fantastic job. Like, Hungarian people, like, thank you so much for voting. Thank you so much for doing everything. Vegan, Tubo. No, Tubo. I don't really like Tubo. Tubo is, like, I'm drinking Odense Classic. It's the best. If you never tried Odense Classic, you should visit Fyn. I live on Fyn, by the way, if someone didn't know. Like, it's not a big secret. How to say skål in Hungarian? How do you cheer in Hungarian? Vice President is an old title. Vance is a vice asshole. Couch of vice. Vice couch hole. True. Yes, that was Exegera. I'm mispronouncing it so much. How to pronounce Hungarian words meaning cheers. Egeshegera, I guess. Palinka will teach you. Hey, listen, like, I know what palinka is. Like, I have friends from Balkans, so you don't threaten me with palinka. Wait, was palinka in Balkans? Wait, no, palinka was like in Central Europe, like, right? In Balkans, it was not palinka. It was kind of the same thing, but it was something else. It was not palinka. I remember it. I'm not reading chat because you're gonna spoil it for me. I need to remember it. No, I cannot remember. Rakia, of course. Yes, yes. Rakia. Man, like I thought I will remember Rakia. Man, I remember Rakia. My first introduction to Rakia was very nice. I remember it so well. I went with my study friend, and she got me like some of her, like, hey, I have some rakia at my home, and we arrived to her like place where she lived in Bulgaria, and she, like, there was like a table outside, and she went home, got some stuff, and brought like a homemade bottle of rakia. That was an experience. And then her mom came by and was like, oh, rakia, rakia. And then she didn't understand the word that I was saying, but like we understand each other by drinking some rakia. How I lost my virginity, true. Ukraine is getting 90 billion loan. Oh, 90 billion loan is the least of the consequences. It's going to be a lot more. I've been here just enjoying the chaos while I simp my coffee. Hey, Ali, that's the way to go. When is Lukashenko's turn? And I don't think ever. Like, Lukashenko sold off to Putin, and unfortunately, without Putin being gone, Lukashenko will not go anywhere. William McDonald, thank you so much, William. I wonder if Trump will still be Orban's buddy now that he's a loser, lol. Congratulations to the Hungarian people. I don't know, maybe there will be a couple of sad tweets about it. Who knows? Damiano Crozi, thank you so much for 10 euros. I think I can hear the Ruskies weeping and crying from 1,000 kilometers away. Oh, definitely. I mean, they still haven't realized it, but they just lost really, really big. Calling support JD Vance to support Lukashenko. True. You know, I think I might be just hearing the wailing myself. True, Twitko. I'm looking forward to seeing Zelensky victory. Congratulations to Magyar. I'm interested to see the Magyar's congratulations to Magyar. You know? Magyar to Magyar. I mean, obviously, Robert Braudy, Magyar, congratulating Peter Magyar. I think that would be super fun. Zelensky. Which place did Zelensky take, by the way, in elections? Do you know? Because I've seen Zelensky on so many posters in Hungary. So I thought Zelensky was running. Orban to jail. Yeah, maybe. Is Orban going to be investigated for corruption? I don't know. I mean, he conceded, so he was a quote-unquote good sport, but it's possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible. Depends on the Hungarian law and what changes will Hungarian Peter do. The problem of America is average voter intelligence and knowledge. I mean, Papa Dutch, you're right. We saw the biggest split in United States was specifically on education. Like, obviously, there's like a lot of people talking about ethnicities and like diasporas and so on, but education is such a big thing. And that is why, like, what makes me sad about the United States so much, you know, I live in Denmark, and obviously, like, from the United States perspective, communist country, but I mean, like, everyone is communist in Europe for United States. But in Denmark, you know, we have the free higher education for everyone. And it makes a load of difference when a lot of your population is educated and they can listen to complete sentences without rolling their eyes not rolling their eyes, but like without eyes getting like clouded, or how the expression went, like, you know. So I'm really saddened that like United States, being so goddamn rich, doesn't have the simple thing as universal healthcare, which is like a no-brainer, and like a free education. Those two would be like such a massive shift for country in medium to long term that it would be not even funny. But eye glazing over. Yes, precisely. Thank you. Free education is fantastic. I gotta just tell you, like show miniature of Denis Davidov's on their secondary channel. Captain Dennis is the best year. Okay, maybe. Congratulations, Douglas Bear. Thank you so much for $20 US. Congratulations to the Hungarian people from the American supporters. We love Hungary, and 70% of its support for Ukraine. Orban and Putin are finished. True. So true. By the way, this campaign for Fidesz was run by a lot of the Russian political engineers, and they failed. They failed incredibly. Gabriel M. De Cavarlo. Sorry for butchering your name, my friend. Thank you so much for 10. I don't know what it is. R dollars. I've never seen this currency. Is it Brazilian dollars? What is the currency in Brazil? Let's currency in Brazil. Real. Okay. Thank you so much for 10 reals, my friend. Slava Ukraini, greetings from Brazil. Thank you so much, man. Support from Brazil is super important, because a lot of people dismiss Brazil as like a country that's like, oh, well, you're in a same club as Russia, therefore it doesn't matter, like whatever happens. I don't think so. I think Brazil and South America, super important, super important, and I think it's undervalued the impact of a lot of the South American continent will have going forward. So props on you. Thank you so much for supporting the right thing. Papa Dash, thanks again for additional $5. Fidesz voters seem to be drying up like a turd at noonday sun. True. And I mean, we're getting also changes. There's now 138 votes. 138 mandates. It's a complete blowout. Like complete. There we go. We are at 50-50, by the way. 50-50. Exactly what we projected on the. No, wait. 50-50 I projected, like I was actually so wrong. Holy shit. I was actually wrong, because 50-50 I projected on the individual list, and I was saying that we're going to see a blowout on the proportional representation. But no. But then again, proportional representation here, to be honest, I got to be fair, is not very proportional, because look, we have 50-50 mandates, but look at the percentages. Look at this shit. Like, come on. Like this is really this is so corrupt. This is so insanely corrupt. It's fucking insane. I want to see diaspora, to be honest. By this point, like, well, we already by this point can celebrate, obviously. By this point, the only thing I want to see is the diaspora. Because, like, diaspora last time, the 94% crazy vote from diaspora for Fidesz, I want to see what diaspora is going to vote this time. There is no way Orban can claim a mistake, for sure. No, it's a blowout. Like, it's a completely gone. It's a full rejection of Orban and... Sorry. It's a full rejection of Orban and everything that he stands for. It's really great. It's really great. Well, go ahead, says, now Mr. Orban have to flee to Moscow to meet Assad and Yanukovych and other good friends. True. TXT FW at песня, от которой бар замолчал. Not sure what you're referencing. Which song are you referencing? Stop the count! Stop the count! True. 138, yeah. Stop the count. Stop the count. Too much. It's too much. Well, you read Russian, what the fuck, I never knew. I'm fluent in Russian, Ukrainian, Latvian, obviously. English, and I mean, my Danish is really bad, but I am pretending that it's acceptable. It's not, but like, I mean, I have a paper that says that I can speak Danish, so that's about it. I mean, I was born in Soviet Union, so me knowing Russian is not a big thing to ask. I mean, even my name, like is if you didn't know, like this is me getting you introduced to some of the Latvian and Soviet things. So my name is Georgis. Oh, I shouldn't write cursive. So it's my name is, oh my god, no. It is Georgis. So that's my name. The thing is, this is not actually the way that Latvians are writing this name, George. The Latvians are writing this name as Georgs. But this is close to how Russians are writing. The first one actually is close to how Russians are writing the name. So my parents actually on purpose in the Soviet Union specifically made sure that my name is spelled like Russians would spell it, just because like anything more Russian is a favorable thing in the Soviet Union. So technically I should be this, but because I was born in Soviet Union, I am this. Die danske smukt, tak. It's not yet, unfortunately. Just can't live that negative way. Make way for positive day. Bob Marley. Thanks, Papa Dutch. Appreciate another $5. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. W Papa Dutch, by the way. W Captain Copenhagen as well. Constant supporter. Really good friend. Look to the left, Georgia. Results list. Wait. Look to the left, Georgia. Results of list voting. Wait, what? Okay, I'll update. Wait. Party list? Yeah, I said 50-50, right? This one I said already. Not sure what you mean. Can you explain the party list numbers? Why are the mandates 50-50 there? Oh, gerrymandering. As people explained me in chat, they said this is because like the percentage-wise you have... Oh, sorry. The percentage-wise you have the popular vote. So this is like the popular vote. But because there's supposedly like some gerrymandered constituencies for the mandates, so you get this. I don't know how it works, but the explanation was gerrymandering. Rick McNeil, thank you so much for 20 Canadian bucks. Celebrating with a victory beer. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Rick. True. Georgis, do the dansk jeg vil fylle røgle med fløde every day for you? I mean, I don't really like røgle med fløde. It's not super tasty. Orban может идти к черту в Россию. Yeah, true. Orban can go to Russia. Georgie, say something in Spanish. I think like... what was it? The Din Mujer and something. No, I don't know Spanish that well. Like hasta la vista. True, everyone knows hasta la vista. Uno más. That's what I know. Like when I go to Spain, the one I know is uno más. Una cerveza, per favor. Sveicieni no Latvijas. Ciao. Would like to see the Jake Bro in U.S. government. True. Una cerveza más, por favor. Yes. Spanish, say something in Dutch. Oh no. A disaster for humanity? You mean the Dutch language or something else? Easy with beer G. Hey. Like we have a reason to celebrate here. There we go. Celebrating a victory, big awesome. Yes, Papa Dutch, thanks so much for $10. W Papa Dutch. Gerrymandering is deliberate manipulation of electoral districts to give one political group an unfair advantage. By strategically drawing map lines, politicians choose their votes to secure wins. Yeah. So, like, just Google gerrymandering and you will see it. But basically, like, imagine, like, no, I'm not gonna explain. Like, I think I'm not feeling it. Okay, I'll do. So imagine you have like two parties, and you have like three voters voting for one thing, and then you have like what is? Oh my god, I forgot how it was. I'm not gonna explain this well, but and then you have like three voters. Oh no! It was like this. It was like imagine there is like four voters for one thing, and then there is like two voters for another thing. So imagine like if it would be proportional representation. Oh no, I deleted everything. Damn it! Google gerrymandering. I pressed the wrong button, so now it's... Hi, I used to live in Vestergel in Odense above the Café Vivaldi. Maybe, sure. I've been to Odense a couple of times. When will Magyar start as prime minister? Probably pretty soon. Thank you, Ukraine Matters, for awesome and entertaining coverage. Hey, Fern, it's always welcome. Listen, guys, like if you've never been to my channel, so let me talk to you real. So we are a pro-Ukraine channel. Like we're covering war stuff, serious shit. Like I went to the front lines. I've really am covering the war in Ukraine, and we're doing a good job. My main goal is to make sure that we get awareness for Ukraine and we get support for Ukraine, and I try to explain why Ukraine is important and Ukraine matters for us as Europeans, pro-democracy voters, and so on. The thing is that what we often miss is we miss the good stuff because Russian propaganda is so prevalent in our Western world. That is the thing that I want to kind of counterweight. I want to give nice and balanced opinions for the things that are happening in Ukraine and the things that are mattering for Ukraine. That hence Ukraine Matters. I mean, that's the name of the channel. So for us here, it is important to continue supporting Ukraine, but this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. And the worst thing that can happen is like when you follow a war that is as dreadful, as painful, as destructive there is in Ukraine, if because you're a lot of the people are very how do you say, like not sensitive, but empathetical. A lot of people are very empathetical, so they empathize a lot with Ukrainians and a lot of their suffering. And if it happens like month after month, week after week, day after day, then suddenly you feel just burned out. You feel that you just cannot do it anymore. That is why we are we're having a little bit of a more live and upbeat mood on this channel, specifically acknowledging that this is a marathon, not a sprint. That what matters is long-term support for Ukraine, and the fact of the matter that we're doing it and we're able to still continue being human, having jokes, having a laugh from Russians from time to time while supporting Ukraine, that is matters. That allows us to continue doing this long-term. And it has been a fantastic way going forward. This community has done marvelous things and we're still doing. There is a link to the fundraiser right now that we're doing for the Ukrainian Armed Forces, and we've been doing pretty well. But if you're considering supporting Ukraine, that is a good chance to support them even more right now. So join the community. We have a great mood. We have more of these streams and discussions going forward. We support democracy, we support the rule of law, and we want all of the pro-Putin fascists out of the government and power in Europe and actually in the world as well. Ukraine matters. True, Captain Copenhagen. Tak. Directi. It does matter. Papa Dutch, note, see also Republican versus Democratic redistricting in USA smells like a fishing pier. True. Andrew Wyson, thank you so much for 10 Canadian pounds. Have a beer on me to celebrate Hungary's step to the regained freedom. Thank you so much. I will, but I will need to go down to grab another beer. But thank you so much, Andrew. Watch Professor Arnold Shigiwire. Watch Professor Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, he's a professor in global policy. Also got a professorship in Belfast, Ireland. He has a video explaining gerrymandering in front of students. True. Nidan, thank you so much for 10 zloty. Best day this year. Best wishes from Poland. A huge love, my friend. Appreciate it. Papa Dutch. Okay, we're gerrymandering. We read it. Papa Dutch, thank you so much for 10 bucks. Man, W, you've been such a great supporter today. Разом до перемоги и реконструкции. Absolutely, my friend, will do. Jake Bro is a democratic shill, a total piece of shit. I mean, you know, everyone has opinion. I love Jake Bro for the things that he stands for. I know, like, in a lot of the Americans, like, just the tribalism is such a big thing. Like, oh, he supports Democrats, this supports Republicans, therefore this is bad. But I think, like, to be honest, it's very hard to support Republicans right now because of what Trump stands for. So, like, a lot of the Republican Party and historic policies of Republican Party, I really support. Like, truly. Like, I honestly support a lot of the Republican policies. For example, like, and again, you can throw your rotten tomatoes here, but I think it is fair for a country to discuss its immigration policy. I think it is fair for a country to say that we want to have more immigrants or less immigrants. I think that's fair. What is not fair is going against the existing law of the country and just terrorizing your own population to drive off any people that are legal or illegal immigrants. You see the difference here. And that is why there are things that I just cannot fully align with Trump, despite kind of the underlying principles that there are there. Yeah, I support the John McCain Republicans, the real ones. True, but right now they don't exist. Right now, if you're a Republican, you're a Trump Republican. Shimra Jamane, bless Hungary, prove that liberal democracy is never dead as long we want to live in our remains. Please remember this next year, France. France, yes, true. Yeah, 77%, guys. By this point, I'm just calling it. We're going to be wrapping up. I hope you really like this live stream. So we're slowly going to wrap this one up. I'm going to finish my beer and we're going to finish this with like just a couple of chats. So if you've been here for the election coverage, guys, I'm going to put the text somewhere. Can I put texts? Text. There we go. Oh, no, shit. Text. Yes. There we go. So, and we're gonna wrap it up with just a bit of talk. Not true. Not all Republicans are Trump. You think? Papadach, thank you, my friend, for another $10. Really appreciate it. Так, Героям слава, завдяки навки. Завжди навіки. Oh, yeah, sorry. Misread. Bless Hungary, proof that liberal democracies are still winning. Thanks, Georgie. Great coverage this evening. The only thing better there was the actual results election. For sure, my friend. Yeah, we're waiting for Orban to depart to his buddy Assad in Putin. It was great. Fucking incredible. Great job, people of Hungary. Everyone else, just celebrate today. We don't get a lot of good news recently. Like, you know, the world has been pretty shit. Like, let's be very honest. It's been real fucking garbage. Like, the news have been like from bad to worst non-stop, especially if you have a car. But yeah, let's take this as a nice change of pace. So I cheer on you here, guys. Yeah, we'll celebrate. Yeah, for sure. My car is electric. Okay, fair enough. Touche. Yeah, you're the one that's just driving. Sure. Georgie, did you make DNA test? Wonder where your origins? You look very Balkan person. I mean, like I'm like a stray dog as far as I know my origins. I'm planning to do DNA test because like I got gifted on my 40th birthday, so I'm gonna check it out. But as far as I know, like it's a completely mixed thing. Something white. I don't know. Like, super Baltic? No, I'm not Baltic. No, it's. I think I'm gonna be like somewhere like Ukrainian slash maybe like North Caucasus. No, not North Caucasus. Maybe around like the Finno-Hungaric regions somewhere. I think I have like some of the Finno-Hungaric blood as well. I don't know. Like we'll see. Doesn't matter so much. Tatar? Nah. I mean, maybe Tatar. Like my kind of like I have some part of my family. They are living next to Kazakhstan. Like so, there might be. They're like, but they're like far away family. They look like like they have like the Asian eyes and so on. So it's always weird for me. Like, oh yeah, we're related. True. William McDonald, thank you so much for 20 Canadian bucks. Appreciated. Goal. Yes, true score. Captain Copenhagen, tack for student corner. Thanks for the show and fucking nice Ungarn. Truly. We are Alan from Russia, and yes, you are 87.54% Balkan. I can see it from here. It's probably the Chivapchichi showing. Rakia is Croatian. Oh, that sounds like a Balkan, like this sounds like it's like the Balkans. They love to bicker about stuff, but I think like bickering who's Rakia could be like a really bloody. So I'm not gonna go down that road. I learned a new word today, hypocrisy. Yes, true. Welsh. Man, Welsh. So, guys, Welsh, I have the story. So when I haven't spoken, like, I have not been speaking English so well forever. I've started speaking English like a decent level only after I gotten a couple of jobs speaking speaking English regularly. And the second job that I got actually, was in an insurance agency. So we would work with insurance brokers across the United Kingdom, and we would process their payments from the big insurance providers. So there is an insurance broker, he goes find some people that he wants to insure, and he insures them, let's say, with Santander. And then we would get the data for the insurance broker, and we would contact Santander, and then we would process the payment from Santander to the insurance broker. And that's what we do. And I remember some insurance broker didn't get his payment, and he was an insurance broker from Welsh. He was a Welsh insurance broker. From Wales. Oh my God, jeez. Sorry, fall out. So he was an insurance broker from Wales. And I couldn't understand a word he was saying. Like, that was the level, like, I was speaking English pretty well by that point, but like, that was the level of challenge I was not ready for. Like, Welsh accent was just like on another level. I'm not even sure I would be able to do it even right now, I gotta say. Babadash, thanks so much for being a member, and Big W for being a member for 27 months. Best way to learn a language? Be forced to. True. Like, that's how I learn Ukrainian. I just read the news every day and listened to Ukrainian every day. And that's how I learned most of my Ukrainian. And people say it's pretty good. Like, people in Ukraine said that they thought that I was like actually Ukrainian. They don't really think that I am even like from somewhere else. Like, they obviously, when we have longer conversations, then they start noticing that I'm missing some words or I get stumbled upon certain things. But generally speaking, yeah, I can speak Welsh. Jeez, man. Glasgow accent is the hardest. Maybe. I don't know. I really usually kind of like understand the Scottish pretty well. Ar īru valodu tas pats, neko nevar saprast, ko viņi saka. Maybe. So the Irish is also tough, but I think I understand Irish pretty well. Just crack one of cold beers. Cheers with Trump, Vance, and Putin their support for Orban. True. Whose boots are those shoes? What? I don't know what that was. Okay, no about Bulgarian politics. I speak Brooklynese, maybe. All right, let's wrap it up slowly. Guys, it was a pleasure being here for you. It was a pleasure having a chat with you. I love these like chats where we are able to speak, just have good fun. I really like it. Tomorrow video is going to be frontline update. Finally, we're going to cover what's happening on the front line. We're going to cover the successes that some of Ukrainians have had on the front line. Really good. Russians are really having big trouble. It's really not going their way. And right now, Putin is kind of like slowly acknowledging the situation where they're finding themselves in. But we're going to talk about it tomorrow, so stay tuned. Cheers to all of my Latvian comrades that have been here. Cheers to all of the Hungarians that did their job today. And cheers for everyone else that are supporting this channel and Hungary today. Thank you so much for Papa Dutch. He says, I tried learning Gaelic and realized it was hard as learning Basque. True, my friend. PW, thank you so much for being a member for 41 months. Thanks for stream. Thank you so much for supporting me for so long. I appreciated you so much, guys. I appreciate your support for Ukraine. I appreciate support that you do for me and my lovely wife, that we can have some bread on the table. In any case, continue supporting Ukraine. Slava Ukraini. I love you, and I will see you next time.